Okay, this is another piece of carrot wood. This time, I don't think I'm going to cast it, but my intent is right now to just knock off all this soft wood. I mean, it is pretty soft, so it'll be gone, and I'll get down to the hard heartwood. Now there's many holes in there, and I've got this on with my metal faceplate that attaches to the 4-jaw chuck, and it only has 4 screws, and there's a lot of holes here. They're 1¼ inches long, so they're pretty deep. So hopefully that's good enough. It may come off. Here's a look at the other side, just so you can kind of get a feel for how holey it is. Okay, I had a big chunk come off. I kind of expected it might happen because it really wasn't attached except by little bits. So my intent is I'm going to put thick super glue on it, glue it back in place. It may or may not stay, we'll see, but I'll keep having at it. I mean, as you can see, there's some pretty big holes in here anyway. But I didn't want to have this big gap, so I'll put this back in, see what happens. Okay, I'm going to put some super glue on this. It's got a lot of soft spots, obviously some big holes. I've got the basic shape on the outside. This area is a little softer, but it's pretty hard. But there's a lot of areas where there's little particles and such. I just want to harden it up. I may fill them when I get the inside done, but I don't think so. Well, I've put the CA glue on all of the soft surfaces. This was glued in. It came out from here to here. I've got the shape basically what I want on the outside. I'm going to sand the daylights out of it, and then I'll put it on the 4-jaw chuck with this mortise here, and turned around, and then hollow, and then I don't know exactly what I'm going to do because I've got some pretty, like that crack's pretty substantial. I might fill that. Here's another one coming, so it might be falling apart. We'll see. Well, I've finished sanding this to 320, again because I don't have any 400. I've got this faceplate adapter ring that I'm going to remove. I've got the medium-sized 4-jaw chuck over here. I used the medium-sized first time in a while because the wood was not very good, and I had to find some good wood, and that was where it matched up to my medium 4-jaw chuck. You can see I'm trying to fill this crack with CA and coffee grounds. I wasn't paying attention, of course. I went with a mortise because I didn't really have anything I could make a nice tenon out of. And so I've put this, when I put it on the lathe, I wasn't paying attention, and I was tightening the mortise, the 4-jaw chuck, and it was expanding into this and pushing this wider and wider. So I'm going to try and glue it up. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I had a big crack here. I filled it with coffee grounds and CA glue. The rest of this is just sanded, so I'm going to locally sand that down. I got to see how that goes, because this gap probably made the bowl not very round. I'll see in a minute. Okay, I've got my bowl ready to patch the bottom. I don't know that we talked about it yet, but essentially I've put some gaffer's tape in here to close off the bottom, and now you can see how much area. There's a lot of holes, probably more than I am going to take care of, but we'll see. My intent is to put either paste made from sawdust from this cutting here, or and glue, just regular carpenter's glue. Otherwise I'm going to do CA, but I didn't want to use a huge quantity of CA here, plus the fumes and all that other stuff. So I'm probably going to try the regular carpenter's glue and wood chips, mix something up. I'll probably thin it out a little bit. Okay, here's my goo. We'll see how that goes. It's thick enough it won't run through, so we'll try it. Okay, here is all my patches. I've made quite a few fills just to get rid of some of the holes on the inside. It's still going to have some distortions just because of I'm not going to completely cover the inside. Okay, I'm about to put on some polyurethane. I got this mostly sanded up. I think it'll turn out pretty nice. It's again, it's Carrotwood, and I've put coffee grounds and CA glue in multiple places to reduce the size of some of the bigger voids. I didn't eliminate all the voids on the inside, and I didn't really put it in any of the outside stuff other than this big crack right here. Okay, I'm going to re-sand this. I put one coat of polyurethane on. I'm going to sand it again because it's obvious that I didn't quite get it good enough before, so I'll gum up some sanding discs and see what happens. Okay, here's my Carrotwood bowl, and it's like a utensil holder or something. Put it beside your stove and put all your spatulas in it or something. It's a mix of Carrotwood, no epoxy this time. A couple of videos ago I will have done epoxy. It's got coffee grounds and CA glue over here. You can kind of see it there in the dark line. I got my wooden nickel here. It's just sitting right now, but that'll eventually be attached there. And additionally, I've got CA glue all over where it was soft, but there were holes all the way through here, and I showed that in the video earlier where I used wood glue and shavings from this bowl to make a fill paste. It took a while to get that to set because it was so thick, and then I've hardened up all of this bug poop or whatever you want to call it, and so I'm going to leave that. And additionally, the bowl comes out, if you look at it, the Carrotwood is appropriate, I guess, because this has a slight orange tint to it. That's just the clear polyurethane on there made this look kind of orange, or not the urethane itself, but here's a piece of a branch that came off that I put back on, and overall it turned out pretty good. I've got sanding here right now it's sanded at 60, but it'll need higher than that. Then I'll sand this down to maybe 320, and then I'll put this on with some CA glue, and voila, I will have my Walt Weibrew Woodworking logo on there, and I think I'll be finished. Okay, I'm going to put my first coat of polyurethane on the bottom, and then my third coat on the top sides and the inside, so we'll see how it goes here.
If you like what you see, please like and subscribe for more similar wood turning videos. Please comment on the video and I should respond. If you want to be notified when my next video comes out, then click the bell. I make a video about once a week.
Okay, here is my second Carrotwood bowl. This one I didn't use any epoxy to mix in, so all of the voids, cavities, little wormholes and bugs and such holes are either still here, or I filled them with coffee grounds and CA glue, or some wood glue and dust wood chips from this turning. So I have some filling here, but on the outside I generally didn't fill it. On the inside I tried to fill it so that it wasn't all holes. And all the cavities on the outside look pretty good. Now I also have this big crack right there that is a crack that was there, and because the bowl was so soft and I had to use a mortise, I wasn't paying attention when I was installing it on the lathe and opened it up, and I was spreading that joint. So I had to fill it or it would have kept changing in geometry. So I had to leave it alone. Additionally, the wood is called Carrotwood for a reason. It has a little bit of an orange tint. I wouldn't say it was orange as a carrot, but it's got an orange tint to it. It's very interesting. And I didn't pay attention to how thick it's 5 inches tall and 6 inches wide maybe. And I guess that's about it.